Well, in the playoffs, and I think, even going back through the season, his defense has been remarkable and elite. And so, yeah, he had his struggles early on, but really had a great second half and put together a really nice year. And, in the postseason, what he's done with our pitching staff, the starters, the guys in the pen, has been remarkable. And, I just can't say enough about his growth and really going through the struggles offensively, but understanding that, his primary responsibility is to control the pitching staff. And today, that at-bat that he put, getting behind the count, fouling some pitches off, and getting a fastball in his nitro zone and driving out of the ballpark, obviously a huge at-bat. And, Reddick right there, legs out an infield single. So that's just kind of what our guys do. But, for Yassi to get rewarded, putting together that at-bat was huge.
And right here in the center.
Rich Hill's performance tonight looked like he completely neutralized a really good offense. Was that it?
Richie, it's interesting is that, the starts that I've seen him this year, it wasn't his best stuff. I think that the curveball command wasn't, as I know he would like it, but that just shows that, he goes out there and competes, he still has a very good chance to get guys out. But I think that his preparedness, his guts, really kept those guys at bay. But changing speeds, pitching off the breaking ball mixing in the fastball, he kept them off balance all night. And I know that it meant a lot for him to give us 6 innings and throw 6 scoreless.
Another question for Dave, right here up in the center again.
Joe Madden was talking about how effective he was when he dropped down with his delivery. And did he do more of that tonight than he has in the past, or is this something that he's been working on all along, pretty much?
No, he does that. He has that in his in his mix. But I think that the regular delivery, the feel for locating that curveball wasn't as there as it normally is. So I think that just to add a little bit more deception by dropping down, throwing the fastball, that big strikeout to Rizzo. As a hitter, changing the arm slots, it gets tough to stay in there.
And right here in the center, Allison.
Dave, you've pitched Jansen multiple innings, multiple days. Just your thoughts on the comfort level doing that, and also keeping him in for the final inning with a big lead.
Well, I think that this was an important game for us to have. All of these games are important, but I think that through 18 pitches a couple days ago, off day yesterday, had him in there, had him hot, and still we added on, which was great to see. But for me, I didn't want to change the momentum at all, and the first out pitch count, was manageable. So I think that I felt good just leaving him in there.
I'm right here in the front left.
How concerned are you at all with nerves when it comes to Julio and making this start?
Not at all. Not at all. I think that, getting an opportunity to know that he's a Game 4 starter, to prepare for that start, which he's had the opportunity. And one of the things I think for all of us is nerves is the least of our concerns.
Dave?
Okay, over here on the left.
Dave, did you see something a little different in Corey's at-bats tonight, and how important could he be moving forward after a game like this?
Obviously Corey's a huge piece to what we're trying to get to. And, he's had some struggles recently, but, every time he gets in the box, I expect something good to happen. But today he got some good pitches against a very good pitcher. And, that 2-out hit was huge to get us on the board. But the at-bat quality all night long for Corey was great. And using the big part of the field, the right center, the left field, bullet up the middle. So he checked all the boxes tonight.
And standing to the left.
Dave, Yasmani said he was basically just trying to make contact and fight off pitches after he got to 2 strikes. But for a guy who hasn't hit a home run since, I think, September 22nd, to put that much power into a ball that he's just trying to make contact with, are you a little surprised he hasn't gone deep in as long as he has?
Well, I think that, it's one of those things where Yasmani has been victim of trying maybe a little bit too hard. And I think that, when you're seeing a lot of balls out of the strike zone, that's not a good combination. So, when he got 2 strikes, he just wanted to try to see the baseball shorten up. And a lot of times when hitters shorten up and see the ball, you still, maintain your bat speed. So he's a strong young man, and he put a good swing on it.
And all the way in the back right.
The second inning was the one inning where Hill seemed to be fighting himself a bit. he walked 2 batters, and a lot of pitches. If he gives up a run there, are you starting to maybe get the bullpen going? I mean, is that how close it came from going from a 6-inning outing to a 2-inning outing?
You know, it was a thought. It was a thought. You know, I think that maybe if you had lost a hitter, I might have thought about it. And I was kind of thinking about it a little bit, but I still, he's had some abbreviated starts lately, so I really wanted to have him get an opportunity to work through it. And I really didn't feel comfortable about pulling the plug on him tonight. So I wanted him to kind of work through it, like I said. And, you know, fortunately he did.
And Senator Bright?
What are the factors that could go into determining your rotation beyond Game 4?
I just think that kind of where we're at in the series. But, you know, I like Julio tomorrow. And I like Kenta as well. And I think Kenta, the line score, didn't show how well he pitched in Chicago. So right now we're not worried about, you know, deviating from our plan.